Hi Leo, this is your September 2nd through the 8th, the weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already involved with somebody. Spread number 3 will be love from the past. In the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And we'll wrap things up with the fifth, the final spread, which will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Leo. We have the Two of Swords, clarified by the Tower. We have the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Page of Wands. Then we have the Six of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Lovers with the High Priestess and the World. And we also have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini, maybe, I don't know, maybe a water sign. Yeah, this is a very, very unique reading. I haven't seen readings like that maybe ever, Leo. I think I'm connecting with a very wise Leo. Maybe you've been wise your whole time, your whole life. Maybe you haven't, you know. I haven't been wise my whole life, but I'm not going to be talking about me. I'm saying this because we start with the Two of Swords, clarified by the Tower. So it's like, perhaps in the past you had bad relationships, perhaps in the past you got burned, perhaps something else happened in the past, and starting this week, you are a completely different person. You're no longer accepting applications from questionable people. You only accept applications, or one particular application with the real deal. Right? From somebody who is definitely going to be there for you. That's how it feels. Or perhaps this week you're deciding, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to give chances to wishy-washy people. I'm not going to give chances to people who say, oh, let's just see what happens. Let's just play it by ear. And if this week you decide to do that, a new person will enter your life. Right? The Two of Swords, clarified by the Tower. To me personally, those two cards are talking in telling me, like, no more BS, no more relationships, no more questionable people, no more wishy-washy people. You're just trying to avoid the disaster. At this point, you know that if somebody looks like a duck, sounds like a duck, it must be a duck. You know what I mean? So with the Two of Swords, you're saying no more, or no more to the Tower, no more to the disasters. Alright, that's what I think is going on here. The Queen of Wands, the next card over, I believe that's you. I think it's a reasonable assumption. And the Queen of Wands is looking to the right. The Page of Wands, clarifying it, is looking to the right. The Six of Wands, the next card that came out, is looking to the right. Right? It's the future. It's the future. Perhaps you've got somebody coming back from the past this week and you're definitely shutting them down. That could be another way to interpret this. And the future looks so amazing. The future looks so amazing, right? The Page of Wands, maybe you're reaching out to somebody yourself with that Page of Wands. But the Page of Wands, you know, it's a fire sign energy. That's you, right? The Page of Wands, in your case, maybe it's simply a beginning of the future. Right? The Six of Wands in the middle is a card of victory, success. It's a card of feeling good about yourself, feeling good about what's going on, because you finally started making the right life choices, you know. And the Ten of Cups, clarifying the Six of Wands, is the happily ever after card. It's a family card, it's a commitment, marriage card. Right? Perhaps you could be like a single parent yourself. The Page of Wands could be a child. Perhaps the person you are getting together with is also a single parent, and maybe that's how you're meeting this person, through kids. Maybe you've got some kind of a child's birthday, or you're meeting somebody at the playground, or it could be a play date for some of you. Something along those lines. But starting from the Queen of Wands onward, this looks freaking fantastic. It really does. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is also a marriage, a commitment card, similar to the Ten of Cups. The Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding. Some people call the Four of Wands the 11-11 card. And in the potential outcome, we have the Lovers with the High Priestess and the World. All three are major arcana cards, just like the Tower, by the way. But these are some mysterious major arcana cards, to be honest with you. Especially the High Priestess. But the High Priestess is a card of like intuition. It's a card of deep knowing. right? And this is definitely wisdom, right? Intuition, to me personally, is wisdom. All right, something that most people acquire over time. Some people are born with it. Like I said earlier, I wasn't born with it, for example. The Lovers, the first card in there, it could be a card of a choice, right? Perhaps you're making some kind of a wise choice this week or in the future, right? At the same time, the Lovers could be a Gemini you're dealing with. But in my opinion, the Lovers is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of a twin flame connection if you believe in twin flames. And the Lovers could be the love of your life. It could be. The World right next to the deck, it's a card of an ending, but I always interpret it as a happy end card. Happy end. Just like the Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card, the World is the happy end card. This is when one chapter of your life comes to an end and a much better, much happier chapter of your life is about to begin. So this is a very deep reading. No matter how I look at this, Leo, it's a very deep reading. And it looks awesome. Alright? So no more BS. Happiness, real deal people, serious people only, making wise choices, and the rest is history. All right, Leo, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already married or in a relationship, Leo, this spread is for you. We have the World, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups. And we also have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I gotta be honest with you, Leo, I thought of three things right away. You could either be going on vacation, or you could be retiring, or maybe you are quitting your job so you could start your own business, right? That's what I see here. And there's just, yeah, it could be the whole family or you and your partner doing this, or it's just you doing this, because we have mostly just one person in all of these cards, except for that Six of Swords, right? Yeah, or you could be relocating. You could be leaving everything behind, including your job, and maybe you're relocating. Maybe you're moving to a better place. Maybe you got a job at a different or remote location from where you live, and you're moving. Yeah, that's another way to interpret this, right? Because both the World and the Six of Swords, both of those two cards could be interpreted as moving cards, relocating, or going somewhere cards. The World, it is a card of an ending, but at the same time, the World is a card of someplace remote, right? The Six of Swords, the next card over could be a card of literally going somewhere. Perhaps... Oh, another way to, I guess, interpret this, if one of you was working remotely a lot, going on business trips a lot, perhaps that's what's coming to an end. So there isn't going to be a lot of remote work anymore for some of you, right? Because the World is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of work, business, and finances, and that's what's coming to an end, something that has to do with work. Again, some of you could simply be going on vacation with that Six of Swords. All right. The Nine of Cups right next to the deck. It is a card of a satisfaction and fulfillment. It's also a card of a wish come true. For some of you, it could be some kind of a celebration that's coming up, and that's where you're going, and that's why you're taking some time off work. Right, and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck is something passionate. Right, so something is coming to an end, work related is coming to an end, but instead something really passionate is about to begin. Or if you're going on vacation, things are gonna get interesting for you and your significant other. For others of you, the Ace of Wands could be starting a new business. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Leo, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Three of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Wands. We have the King of Cups. We have the Devil, clarified by the Seven of Swords. And we have the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So here's the deal, Leo. If this is not a third-party situation, then I don't know what is. All right, I'll say it again. If it's not a third-party situation, then I don't know what is. All right, we've got two threes, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords. We've got the Devil, the Seven of Swords, and we've got the Ace of Wands. All right, somebody's got somebody on the side, or somebody is involved with another person, and they want to have something on the side. And all of this has to do with this King of Cups. All right, so the King of Cups is most likely a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Right? The Devil, clarified by the Seven of Swords. My, oh my. My, oh my. The Devil could be a Capricorn, you know, but the Devil is a card of temptation. It's a card of physical attraction. The Seven of Swords, clarifying it, is the card of a cheater. That's what the Seven of Swords is. It's a card of a cheater. Alright? The Three of Swords with the Three of Cups, definitely too many cooks in the kitchen with those two threes. Alright? So Leo, be careful whom you see from the past this week. Alright? There's definitely a third party, or could be a potential of a third party situation. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Leo, this week. We have the Five of Swords, clarified by Justice. We have Death. We have the Fool, clarified by the Ace of Swords. And we have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra, Scorpio, Aries. But I don't think zodiac signs really matter. It's possible you're dealing with one of those zodiac signs I mentioned. But this will most likely resonate with you, Leo, if this week you're quitting your job. If you run your own business, you could be dropping a business partner, or you could be dropping maybe a supplier or a vendor, right? But for most of you, Leo I'm connecting with, or Leos I'm connecting with, you guys are either planning to quit your job or you're quitting your job. Okay? That's what's happening. For most of you, you've got another job on the table. For most of you, you do. Right? But your existing employer is still not going to be happy about this separation. Right? The Five of Swords, clarified by Justice. Yeah, it's never pretty with the Five of Swords. It never is. It could be you like slamming the door on the way out. Alright? But again, the good news is that you got a couple of aces. The Ace of Pentacles is most likely a new job that's either already on the table, or it's maybe you're talking to somebody about this new job. Right? Maybe you have an interview or a couple of interviews coming up. The Fool, clarified by the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're freeing yourself. The Fool in this case is a card of liberation. Right? Liberating yourself from from your existing employment situation. Right? The Ace of Swords, clarifying that. Yeah, you're crystal clear about what you need to do. The Ace of Swords, in this case, you cutting somebody out of your life. And by somebody, I mean your existing employer. Right? Yeah. This is big. This is major. We got, what, 3 major arcana cards and 2 aces? Alright, Death, yeah, Death is a card of an ending. And it's also a card of a transformation. If you take a closer look at the Death card, on the side of the Death card, right there on the right side, in the middle, there is a sunrise. Right? There is a sunrise. And if you then look at the Fool card, in the right upper corner, there is a sun. That's up there in the sky, in zenith. Right, so but the Death cards, it's just a sunrise. With the Fool card, it's the full sunshine, I guess. So I guess you're doing the right thing. Yeah, I think you know what you're doing, Leo. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Leo. We have the Five of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Wands. We have the Star, clarified by the Three of Cups. The Eight of Wands, clarified by the Six of Cups, and we have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Virgo, or any zodiac sign. What you're not expecting, Leo, is a reunion. It's a reunion, Leo, with somebody you got into a fight with in the past. And this feels more like friendship, or maybe a relative. It could be about love also, but I'm picking up a very like, hey, let's hang out and have a good time type of a vibe. You know, type of a vibe that you pick up from friends. Maybe you guys can take it all away at some point in the future, become more than friends, right? But that's what's happening, right? The Five of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Wands. Yeah, there was some kind of a fight in the past, drama in the past, right? But then we have the Star, clarified by the Three of Cups. The Star could be an Aquarius, you know, but the Star is a card of healing this, burying the hatchet, right? The Three of Cups, clarifying that, is a reunion card. In this case, the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Six of Cups. Yeah, Six of Cups is a soulmate card, but it's also a card of somebody from the past. Not necessarily love related. It could be, but it could simply be somebody from your past whom you got into a fight with, right? The Eight of Wands is a card of a lot of communication. It's also a card of travel, so somebody could be coming to see you, or both of you, or a group of people could be going somewhere. And the Magician on the bottom of the deck, somebody really wants to reestablish this connection. The Magician is a card of manifestation. It's also a card of taking action. In this case, it's a good positive action, and communicating with you and wanting to come and see you. That's the type of action I think this person is taking. All right, Leo, so that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing week.